So my name is Mike Kerr. I'm Engineering Director at Everrati Automotive. We're here displaying our wonderful Series II Land Rover, which we've electrified, and also our 911 Porsche that's we've designed from the ground up to demonstrate what we're doing. They're just two of the vehicles that Everrati are producing at the moment as our production vehicles, and we're currently working back at base on our next exciting project, which is the launch of our GT40, which is our real halo project, our performance model that demonstrates our true capabilities in terms of EV power and recreating these wonderful old classics.
So we first met about 2 years ago at London Concours, and you had the 911 at that time. Is that the same car?
It's the same design of car, yes, definitely. So it's a wide body, it's our signature range, so has 500 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 time of just shy of 3.8 seconds. But the key thing with the design, the 911 design, is that we've really maintained the original look and feel and performance and dynamics of the original vehicle. So with all of our cars, we focus on maintaining the overall weight and maintaining the overall weight distribution, and retaining all of the character of those original icons that made them the icons in the first place. So really, it's about not fixing what isn't broken.
And the wonderful thing about them is that you also simulate the sound as well, don't you?
Yes, yeah. So specifically on our performance models, so on the Porsche and on the GT40, not only sound augmentation, so an engine note from the use of the throttle, but on the GT40, our next step is now to start to put into the vehicle a lot more of a visceral feedback. So looking at transducers inside the vehicle, speakers inside the vehicle, to give the rumble and feel that invokes the feel of the original car.
That's really interesting, because I was just talking about that recently on another video, where how close we'll be able to get to simulate the experience of driving, a current manual, say, sports car.
Yeah, well, simulation's a really good word to use. We've been really surprised that a lot of our collaboration work we've been doing on these systems has been with high-end racing simulator companies, because we are almost putting a simulator inside of our vehicles. So there's been some really strong synergies there. So those people that have driven a simulation of a racing car on a racing app or a game, we've taken a lot of that technology and fed that forwards into the real world.
So it's interesting, you said you simulate the sound on the sports one. Nobody wants to hear the sound of a Series 1 diesel Land Rover then?
Well, the Series 2, as you know, it's a classic and an icon for maybe very different reasons. But yeah, that hasn't stopped.
But there was quite a departure for you to go down this direction compared to what you were doing previously with the performance model.
Well, again, I think Everrati Automotive overall, we've chosen an arguably difficult route to go. We've chosen the Porsche 911 and the Series 2 as really difficult packaging exercises. They were very small cars for their day, and very small cars today by modern standards. So by demonstrating that we can really package a usable EV powertrain into these vehicles, it really opens up the opportunities for us moving forwards. And we're certainly looking at new applications around front engine rear wheel drive, and some bespoke projects as well. We're just about to launch our technologies business as well, which takes the expertise of our fantastic engineering team based back at Hayford, and looking to apply that not only across automotive applications but outside of that in other arenas as well.
So quite a lot of progress since we first met 2 years ago. How has it been? And you've been doing some incredible displays. I most recently saw you at Salon Prairie with your entire fleet, it seemed.
Yes, definitely. I think we've been very keen to build the brand. We've been establishing a lot of partnerships globally as well. So just recently partnered with a company over in the States to build and renovate our Porsche. We've got a very sound and solid renovation partner in the UK on the Land Rover Series II. But again, there's lots more in the pipeline there in terms of not only our business to customer relationships, but also some of our business to business opportunities as well. So strong growth, which is fantastic.
Have you got much traction in the Middle East at the moment?
Certainly an area that we've had a lot of interest from. I think from an EV perspective, one of the key things there is obviously high temperature running, which is always a challenge. Our current battery systems are configured to operate safely within those environments. But what we'd like to do is to really make sure that our package is still usable in those environments and isn't derating regularly in those applications. So we are looking at applications around alternative cooling systems for our batteries that specifically meet the requirements of those super high temperature climates. Certainly, southern France and the Mediterranean, those sort of European climates, we're perfectly happy with our current package. But I guess the reason you asked the question, the Middle East is another league above that. So, but yeah, exciting. Yeah.
Absolutely, very excited. Well, it's been 2 years. I'm looking forward to eventually trying one of your cars soon. But thanks for taking the time today to talk to us.
Lovely. Look forward to seeing it at Bayford. Yeah, great.
A big shout out and thanks to Jay Williams over at Air Technic, who are top tier sponsors of Brown Car Guy. Check them out at Air Technic Co UK for exhausts, brakes, suspension and body kits. Plus our other major sponsor, Nayagen Solutions. Much appreciation also to Tier 4 sponsors, Muhammad Ali Humaid, Tom Conway Gordon and Reza Adil. And of course all these other guys who supporting on Patreon. Brown Car Guy is eternally grateful. Hey, think about joining them over at patreon.com Brown Car Guy. If you can't, don't worry. Just make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel and website. Plus follow on social media by searching for Brown Car Guy.